I was never raised as a kid missing arms and legs. I was just another kid growing up.
When you first meet Chris Koch, two things usually happen. You begin to smile thanks to his engaging personality, and you recognize that anything is possible if you have a positive outlook. Born without arms and legs, the Alberta native has energy to spare. Not willing to let his disability define him, he's constantly pushing forward, proving not only to himself, but those around him there's not much he can't do, like helping out our cameraman Greg by hauling around the tripod.
I do love that wow factor when somebody has their perception of what I can do or maybe I can't do, and then I blow that completely out of the water. And in that, I really hope people look within themselves and say, hey, you know what? Yeah, I think I've got a little more in the tank. You know, let's switch my mindset here a little bit.
From working on the family farm to playing sports, the 37-year-old has worked his entire life to be treated just like everyone else. Breaking down barriers and facing new challenges head on, the word can't has never been a part of his vocabulary.
You concentrate on the things that are going well and worry about the things that you do have control over. And yeah, I do have control over whether or not I have a really good day or a really bad day, or a really good life or a really bad life.
Although keeping a positive attitude isn't always easy, Chris isn't afraid to take a humorous approach on life, which is something that has been passed down through the generations in his family.
My grandma was the one that planted that seed. The day I was born, she got a phone call from my uncle to let her know that I was born, but I had no arms, no legs, and her response was that my dad never finished anything he started. My brother refers to me as his half-brother, and it's just corny, cheesy things like that, but if you can't laugh at life, what can you laugh at? And pun intended, I have a disarming personality, so it works very well.
Koch now travels around the world as part of his project If I Can. Giving motivational speeches and sharing his story, he hopes to inspire and encourage people to live their lives to its greatest potential.
I kind of live by the motto of being more afraid of regret than failure. There's nothing wrong with things not going the way you expected it or the way you'd hoped. At least get out there and try and not have that regret of, geez, I wish I would have done this, I wish I would have done that.
Having visited Nepal, Cambodia, Thailand, China, and Australia, just to name a few, he hasn't let his disability hold him back. This was never more apparent than in May, when he took part in the Calgary Marathon. Traveling on his longboard, he finished the 42-kilometer course in 4 hours and 28 minutes, just 2 hours behind the top male finisher.
As far as the things that I've accomplished up to now, that's definitely right up there, if not one of the bigger accomplishments. I want to keep going. I'm not content with just having done a marathon. I want to better my time and keep pushing the boundary and keep raising the bar.
For more information about Chris and his continued adventures, visit ifican.ca. Reporting for Go on Shaw TV, I'm Brendan Osborne in Kelowna.